Hey everybody, how's it going? It's been a while since I've been on here. Remember when I used to be on here? There's a reason I'm saying that. Um, I saw a quote. I used to watch The Sopranos, and it was a good show. I enjoyed it. There's some really good, despite the storyline, the plot, and all that. Whether you like it or not, there's a lot of life lessons in that show. A lot of life lessons and a lot of um, wisdom bombs being dropped. And one of the lines, I came across a quote thing on social media just a little while ago. And it was basically one of the lines that Tony, played by James Gandolfini, who, we lost way too early. He left us way too soon. Great actor. He played a lot of great things, not just that character. He was just a great actor and a good person, a good human being. It's a shame. But Tony, one time at dinner at the restaurant in the scene, sees that the guys are reminiscing about the past. Obviously, it's about the past. And, remember when this and remember that time and da-da-da-da-da. And then Tony kind of said something along the lines of, stop. Why, they said, is because remember when is the lowest form of conversation. Remember when, this is exactly what he said. Remember when is the lowest form of conversation. I love that line. I love that line because it's so true. Again, it is conversation. Yes, you could reminisce, you could look back, but we're not going that way. You know what I mean? That's why, right? I don't know if you can see it. The rear view is smaller than the main window here, the window, right? The rear view mirror is smaller than the window because we're not going this way, we're going this way, right? I hope you saw that. I'm a cameraman, I'm not. But anyway, the point is, remember when is the lowest. Now, maybe that's extreme. Maybe there are lower things that people could talk about. But what he's trying to say is, stop with the small talk. Stop reliving the past. It's over. Yes, you could talk about it. Again, I've said it in previous videos. We are so obsessed with history. And then people say, well, if you don't know your history, you're going to repeat it. We do it anyway. You know what I mean? We repeat history anyway. It's ridiculous. Sometimes it's better just to not look back, because if you keep looking back, you're only going to perpetuate the same thing again and again and again, this identity that you have. That's not even you anymore. You know what I mean? People evolve, people change, they reinvent themselves. Remember when, and a lot of times, remember when is not a good thing. People want to remember bad things from the past, things that they did, things that you did. Remember how I told you how the last thing you ever want to do is remind someone who's trying to improve themselves of past mistakes, because it's like standing at the top of a mountain and throwing rocks down at somebody who's trying to climb it. Same thing. Remember the good times. And again, it's okay to remember the good times. If you're going to remember anything, remember the good times. But keep in mind, you're looking at them from another angle now, from a different perspective, from a different vibration. Okay? And there are things from the past that can still resonate with you. Because remember, in reality, there is no time. Time is a construct. We have time linearly because our small human brains can only handle it like that. But in reality, timelines are stacked on top of one another. So yes, you could relive the good times. Don't relive the bad times. You could take the lessons you learned from it, like I used to say. Keep the lesson, trash the memory. But this remember when, I'm almost sounding like remember when. Yeah, remember when is not really helpful. It's not. Very rarely is the phrase remember when helpful. Or when someone says, one time I fill in the blank. You almost want to cringe. Okay, what's this leading to? Like, what are they going to say now? But yeah, remember when. I have to agree with Tony on this. Remember when can be the lowest form of conversation because it really doesn't solve anything. It just rekindles old thoughts, old fears, maybe old memories, maybe you don't want to relive, triggers even, which we all work on, you know. And it's small talk. It's like, okay, but how's that going to help us now? You know what I mean? It didn't help before. Why is it going to help us now? You know, very rarely is it helpful, if at all. So anyway, just thought I'd share that. Take care. See you later.